Inequalities. So these can be extra tricky. So just follow along and do your best. So first we're going to fill in these symbols. These are symbols that typically a lot of students have trouble with. Okay? So our first one is less than. And that looks like this. So that means that this quantity, this number is less than this one. Less than or equal to has an extra line underneath. And that makes sense as to why it's equal to when we look at some examples. Greater than, just like that. So this number is greater than this number. And greater than or equal to, there's that extra line. Think about your equal sign has two lines, well it has the extra line too. Oh yeah. If you ever notice, your left hand, I have to be backwards, your left hand looks like a less than sign. So, if you're ever wondering which way is less than, use your left hand. You know that's how it goes.
Big L, less than, left hand.
Left hand, less than. Less than. Think about your left hand. Kind of looks just like.
Squish it.
Squish it. All right, so let's look at our first example. A number is less than negative 10. That's pretty straightforward. We know a number, we're going to represent that with our variable n, is less than, there we go, there's that. So we know we have to use that inequality symbol, negative 10. N is less than negative 10. Pretty simple one to start with. Let's look at our second example. A number is less than or equal to 8. Okay. A number is going to be my n. Less than or equal to, there's that symbol, and then 8. Notice I'm writing everything from left to right. Number 19. A number is greater than or equal to negative 4. So the number is going to be my n. Greater than or equal to is that symbol, and negative 4. Here's where it gets a little tricky. A number is at most 45. So before I throw our symbol in there, at most. If it's at most, can it be 45? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it absolutely can. So we know it's going to have or equal to. The or equal to tells me that it can be that number. So at most. Does that mean it can be more than, or it has to be less than? What does at most mean?
More.
At most.
Oh.
The most you can have is 45.
Oh, so then less than.
So it has to be less than or equal to. And these are the types of problems you really have to work through and think about. It takes a little bit of time and practice, truthfully. A speed limit. I love this example. A speed limit of 55 miles an hour. So we're just going to say, we're going to represent the speed limit with S. That's going to be our speed. The speed limit is 55, so I'm going to put my 55 over here. Now, technically, if there's a speed limit sign on the road, should you be going more than the speed limit or less? Less, obviously. But since it's at the speed limit is 55, you can also go 55. So the speed is less than or equal to 55. That represents our limit. Number 22. A number is at least 16. Put our n in here. Let's put our 16. At least. So if you have to be 16 years old to go into this movie, can you be 16? Yeah. Can you be 13?
No.
No, you have to be older than that, so you have to be greater than or equal to. So our number is at least 16. This number is at least 16, so it has to be greater than or equal to 16. More than or equal to 16. Couple more. A number is no less than 10. Put our n here and our 10. It's not less than 10, Could it be 10?
Yeah,
Less.
but it has to be more.
It has to be greater than or equal to. Reverse that thinking. A number is no more than 26. Put our n and our 26. No more than, can it be 26?
Less.
Yeah. But it can't be more than, so it has to be
Less than.
less than. Perfect. Less than or equal to. Very nice. Last two. A maximum number of 25. Let's start with just our n and our 25. If that's the max, it can be 25. So let's include that or equal to. But if that's the max, can it be higher than that?
No.
No.
Less than.
Less.
Less than or equal to. You guys are doing wonderful with this. Number 26, our final number. A minimum number of 5. It can be 5. We know it can be 5. Can it be less than if that's the minimum?
No.
No.
It has to be
Higher.
higher, greater than or equal to. Excellent job. Thank you guys.
You're welcome.
Woo!